Hey, buddy. What you gonna do with that axe? Oh, the precious little angel. Look at him sweeping. He doesn't even know what's about to happen to him. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David. So this will most likely be my last video of You Kill Me Every Time, Strade. Oh no. Oh no, it's come to the part that I dread the most. I have to harm the baby boy. I have to harm the baby boy, the boy who is a man. He's a man. Who are you? Ren. Oh, I'm Espoir. I know. He talks about you a lot. Strade appeared in my mind like a lightning strike. I knew then, without a doubt, I was awake. 1,000 questions exploded in my head. One rose to the top and fell out of my mouth before I could organize them. May I touch your flippity-floppity ears? Will you help me? I can't. Look, it's not that I don't want to, okay? I want you to last a long time. As long as you're alive, he'll leave me. But he doesn't know I'm here. I'm not supposed to be down here. Are you like me then? He sighed. Yeah, I guess you could say that. You see this collar? It's a shock collar. And he always has a remote for it. If I do anything wrong, or if I step outside the house, it'll electrocute me. I took a moment to process the onslaught of new information. So, you can't do anything. Now you're getting it. How did you end up like this? Like, here? Probably a lot like you. I was at a bar and he took me home. He tied me to that pole and, it's okay. You don't need to say. I know what he does. I've experienced it almost 30 times. Right. Well, I guess he liked me. Maybe it's my stupid ears or whatever, but one day he said he didn't want to kill me anymore. And then he put this collar on me. And here I am. Hey, in that last ending, we're collar buddies. I see. I tried to calm the storm in my head. I don't think he's dangerous, but I don't think he can save me either. Look, I can't help you much, but... He suddenly crouched down to the floor. Sometimes he takes me back down here and leaves me. So I hid these. That's pretty dang clever. He lifted up the grate on the drain in the middle of the floor. Then he withdrew a tiny pill bottle. Painkillers. Oh no! Oh no! I have to stab the baby boy! I have to stab the baby! He approached me with a pill on his finger. Then he lifted it to my mouth. I couldn't help but notice the large curved claw on his fingertip. What if he's lying? Ren, listen. Ren, listen. For what I'm about to do, you can do whatever to me. I deserve it. I'm so sorry. Stab the baby boy. As he got closer, I reached under my thigh to grasp the knife I'd hidden. Why would my first instinct would be... Well, not my first instinct, but why would I choose to attack another prisoner who's clearly in this with me? What will I gain from this? I'm so sorry, baby boy. If he won't help me escape, he's too far gone. My fingers closed around the handle. He's another barrier to freedom. The baby boy! I lunged at him with all the strength and speed I could muster. Does Strade crush my head again if I hurt Ren? I'm sorry! Dick move. Yeah, it was. You... Free game. Free full game. You can do whatever you want to me, Ren. I deserve it. Whatever you're gonna do to me now, whatever you're gonna do to me far in the future, whatever you're gonna do, like 40 years from now. Fair game. Screenshot. He stumbled back. He moved so quickly I barely got him. You! I'm sorry! I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry! He leapt and slammed me against the pole. I was helping you! I gripped the knife and tried to get it between us. A clawed hand slashed at my wrist, and the knife fell uselessly to my side. I couldn't react before another blow landed on my chest. I deserve it! I deserve it! I slid down to the ground, trying to shield myself from his attacks with my arms. A hand lashed out and grabbed my head, and it slammed into the concrete floor. I deserve it! You beg him to stop, keep fighting. Where's the... Just let me have it. Just let me have it. Where's the let me have it button? Beg him to stop, even though I don't deserve it. Screenshot. Wait, stop! A balled fist hit me in the gut. Harder! I deserve it! I wheezed, trying to speak. Please, you win! Uncle! Uncle! I screamed as his claws dug into my bandaged arm. You think you can try to kill me and then call time out? He practically hissed through his teeth. Or maybe I should let Strade finish you off, and he can cut little bits off of you and make you swallow them. And I'll be sitting upstairs in a bubble bath, listening to you cry and choke, and when you finally stop, I'll make some fluffing popcorn. Oh, we should have anime pizza parties with chicken hearts and popcorn. Did you know he has cameras down here? He's gonna watch you scream and bleed to death on repeat while he jacks off. Uh-oh. We're both like, uh-oh! Daddy's home! Also, let me screenshot that adorable little face he's making. Oh, isn't he cute? He's such a cute little baby. Oh, he's a boo-boo. And again, he's like, ma'am, I'm an adult. Kind of. You're still a baby to me until you become 50. That! Oh, hi. You're being cruel, Ren. Hey, you lay off. He deserves it. You let Ren lay off the steam. He deserves it. I deserves it. We both stared, paralyzed by the third figure emerging from the darkness. Also, how'd you get down here so quietly? So, what's going on? He's like, what are you guys playing? His eyes were locked on Ren. You leave the baby boy alone, Strade. You leave him alone. This is my fault. This is my doing. The question wasn't for me. Espoir tried to kill me. Really? Strade gave me an appraising glance, but kept his attention on Ren. Why would Espoir try to kill you? This time, he focused on me. Blame Ren? Blame Strade? Blame fear? Fall apart? I'm pretty messed up. We did play with the drill bit. I didn't mean to. I never wanted to hurt anyone, especially not the precious baby boy. My voice shook, and tears started to fall. You're gonna kill me. You're gonna hurt me more and kill me, and I just had to do something, but I didn't mean... I'm sorry. Strade's laugh abruptly cut off my train of thought. Maybe I've asked my question wrong. Ren, why would Espoir be able to try to kill you? It's not his fault. Because I came down into the basement while you have a guest. That's right. And why would you do that? I just wanted to talk to somebody. Strade took a moment to think about Ren's reply. Get him a dog or something. Get him a hamster. Can't have the baby boy be all alone. You were lonely, weren't you? Yes. You were lonely and you came to speak to Espoir, only to be attacked. I can see why you'd be angry. Let me have it. Let him do it to me, Strade. Let him do it to me. Let the baby boy take out his frustrations. It's my fault. I think you should finish this fight. I agree. Well, it wouldn't be right for me to take it from you after all that. Wait, I don't want to kill Espoir. Not really. Oh. It'll be easy. Just put your teeth on Espoir's neck, Here you go. Here you go. Here it is. Here it is. Here you go. Take it. Take it. Take it.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Please, Strade. I don't want to. Just a moment ago you seemed to very much want to. I was just... Put your teeth on Espoir's neck.
I'll make it fast. Nope, nope. You can make it slow. You can savor the moment.
Wait!
I struggled against Ren's surprisingly tight grip again. He lowered his mouth to my neck. I could feel his teeth trembling against my skin.
Ren, please!
You can go slow. You can go slow. I deserve it. I hurt the baby. For a moment, I only felt Ren's breath and a warm drop on my neck. Then fangs plunged into my throat and clamped down.
Oh!
In the next moment, a massive chunk of my neck was torn away. He held me down as I bled out onto the floor. Thank you, Ren. I deserve that. You bit off more than you could chew. You get it? 'Cause he bit me to death, bro. Alright. Can I take him? Can I take him? What if I keep fighting? I can't give up. I have to hurt the baby boy some more. I screamed as he dug his claws into my bandaged arm, but I kept searching the floor with my free hand for the knife. I'm gonna kill you myself! My fingers connected with the grip, and adrenaline surged through my body. I slammed the blade towards him. I don't want to stab the baby boy. Screenshot. How many... Did I... Oh. I'm not even halfway full. I slammed the blade towards him. Nope, not gonna struggle. Nope, you deserve this. I deserve this. My injuries held me back. I tossed my blade far across the basement. A balled fist hit me in the gut. I wheezed, trying to speak. Please, you win! Okay, alright, so that ends the same way, if I let him win. I don't want to hurt the baby boy. I'm sorry, baby boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He blocked the knife, but the momentum tossed him to the floor. I pushed the knife again, aided by gravity. I aimed for his heart. Closer. No! He's shaking. The poor baby boy. Can I really do this? Something smashed into my side with the force of a sledgehammer. Hopefully it was a sledgehammer, because that's what I deserve. Slowly, I began to register the second figure in the basement. He'd kicked me off. What were you doing down here? I told you it was dangerous. No, I have to kill Espoir. Do it. Do it. I deserve it. I deserve it. I almost hurt that baby boy. Ooh, an axe. Is that an axe? Are you gonna ask me a serious question? I tried to scramble away, but his foot landed on my gut. I really liked this one, Ren. I didn't think I would ever have to worry about you fighting with our guests. I didn't mean to. It's my fault, baby boy. I wasn't finished either. My itch hasn't been scratched. Looks like that's your job again now. Wait, please. You don't have to kill us. Well, we can just say goodbye, then. Hey, buddy. What you gonna do with that axe? He sighed dejectedly as he raised the axe, and I took a screenshot. No! I raised my arms to defend myself one last time. That's okay. That's okay. I deserve it. I deserve it. You got the axe. I sure did. Oh, hey, Red, I'm sorry. I'm totally sorry about trying to stab you. Hey! Come back! Help me! He's like, no, you're just gonna stab me again. Just as hopelessness closed in on me again, I heard thumping upstairs. The door opened and heavy footsteps descended. And then Strade shows up in his boxers, on his dad bod. Squishy, squishy dad bod and his very firm, hairy chest. No! We must stay focused. Hey, buddy. I recoiled against the pole. Not him. I heard you calling. Was someone down here? Tell him the truth. I'm sorry, Ren. I don't know what I saw. I think someone was looking at me. But it's dark and it was so fast, Oh. I waited for him to continue, to explain, but he just seemed to think for a moment. I think you should just try to get some sleep. What? You'll need your rest. Big day tomorrow. I shuddered at the thought. Relax. No one will bother you tonight. Unless I see a spider. Before I could reply, he turned and left. Don't punish the baby boy. It's not his fault. He's not his fault. He's just a boy. He's just a grown man who I'm going to call a boy. I simply sat there, bewildered for a moment. Did I even actually see anything? Something was bothering me about what he said, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I huffed out a sigh and slumped against my bonds. Ha-ha! Suddenly, one of my hands popped out of the tape. I froze, not quite believing I was free. Time to eat his sandwiches! I looked around and found a mini fridge. I popped it open and found a single cheap beer and a roast beef sandwich in a plastic bag. Of course it would be beer. I'm gonna eat your sandwiches! I grabbed the sandwich and tore the package open. I stuffed it into my mouth and practically moaned into it. My ravenous hunger drove me to take huge bites. He's gonna come down and he's gonna be like, well, all this torture is making me hungry. Where's my sandwich? And he's gonna look for a sandwich and it's not there because I ate it. Knife. Now we're talking. Thank you, Ren. Thank you for the medicines, and I'm sorry that I kind of ratted you out. Stay alive, Espoir. As long as you can. I really have to go now. He turned and left, moving deftly to the stairs. The door to the basement opened a moment too soon. Oh! Oh, heck! Ren backed away as heavy footsteps creaked down the stairs. I had a feeling you were sneaking down here. Ren's demeanor changed entirely. Strade, I'm sorry. Defend Ren? Defend Ren. It was my fault. Strade turned his attention to me. I was making noise, and he was just making sure I was still tied up. Really? I didn't know you were so eager to help, Ren. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you have a go with Espoir? What? What? No, I can't. No. Don't hurt the baby boy. Wait. Ah, the baby boy. Don't hurt the baby boy. Sorry. Strade opened a drawer and retrieved a handful of zip ties. Wait, why is the knife popping up? No. Then he moved behind me and approached my wrists on the pole. Should I stab him here? I could stab him here. I kind of want to stab him here. I think it's stabbing time. You know what? Yeah, no, I'm done. Finish it! Finish it! But first I save, and then stab. I have to take matters into my own hands. We're 4 videos deep in. We can't let this shenanigans go on. And he hurt the baby boy. As Strade bent over me, I slipped my hand out of the loosened tape and grabbed the knife. Adrenaline surged into my body. Now! I'm done with this. Get a hammer, bash that knife further into him, because I don't think he's gonna go down. My blade sank into flesh. He staggered away from me. My animal instinct screamed in success, but my mind caught up a split second later, noticing that I hadn't hit anything vital. That's pretty close. Ren! It's Ren with the steel chair! Yeah! He tore the knife from Strade's shoulder and held it up to his neck. Do it! Kill him! He'll kill us, Ren! Then, Ren! Let the baby boy decide on his own. Don't pressure him. It's a big decision. But I think you should kill him, Ren. A single moment stretched out before me. Screenshot. I swear I could hear both of them breathing. Then, Strade's hand twitched towards his pocket. He's gonna get the thing! Yeah! 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 Even looks like he struck a cool anime pose when he did it. That's my boy! That's my baby boy! That's why you're the babiest of boys who's actually a man! In the next moment, his throat was slashed open. Ha! Ha! We both watched as Strade struggled helplessly, then slumped to the floor. Blood dripped from the knife as the reality of the situation sank into our psyches. You did it! Ren! We're free! How do we get that thing off of him? Oh yeah, there's a button on it. Ren? Ren? Did you turn from a boy into a man? Relief washed over me in waves. We can leave now. And go where? What? You can come with me. You can come with me. You can come with me. You will come live with me and my husband's. Out there? With no money? Hiding my tail? Ren, we can... With what I am now, he's the only one. Ren? He's dead. Ren, no, don't spiral and dwell on this and be traumatized for years and years to come. You made me kill him. Renpai! Wait! You did this. You messed everything up! Ah! Renpai! He lunged at me so quickly, I couldn't even move. Screenshot! The baby boy! Wait, no! No, Ren, please, just... I should have let him kill you. He pressed the edge of the knife into my neck. My body froze. Aw, man! The knife slashed through my neck. As I grasped helplessly at the severed halves of my throat and sank to the floor, I heard a scream like nothing I'd ever heard. Huh. You died. You led him to bloody freedom. Oh, now he's all alone, and then he's gonna meet Lawrence because he's desperately in need of a friend. Oh, the baby boy. Okay, fine. What if I don't stab? What if I just let this play out the way Strade wants? Let's get you off of there. You can't be serious. Ren? I pleaded desperately, but he wouldn't look me in the eye. Strade removed the loose tape from my wrists. He clicked his tongue, and I started to sweat. This tape was barely on there. Ren? No, the Red didn't do anything. He's a sweet baby innocent boy. I didn't do anything. I just got down here. Ah! Before I could do or say anything, he pulled me by the wrists onto the floor. Then he smashed my wrists together and fastened them with a tie over my head. Oh, wow. What is that? That's my knife. I named him David. He grabbed the knife that was revealed by my change in position. How long have you had this? He discarded the knife and chuckled down at me. Give that back. I'll have to be a lot more careful. But for now, Ren. Strade gestured to my helpless body on the floor. Go ahead. What are you doing? Ren sighed and approached me. I'll try to be gentle. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh. I don't know how to feel about this situation.
A few moments later.
Then he grabbed my arms and wrenched them, dragging my body back to the pole. Despite everything I just experienced, I was still surprised at how strong he was. That's better. I felt him cut through the zip tie and replace it with fresh, tight duct tape. I know we should hide that tape. I didn't have any fight left in me to try anything.
Relax. You did great.
I knew he sure as heck wasn't talking to me. It's okay, the baby boy did a great job. Ren didn't answer him. He only seemed eager to leave.
I love the way you looked when you stopped pretending.
Oh, that face. Stop making fun of the baby boy. Screenshot. I mean, so did I, but...
Come on, let's let Espoir rest, eh?
Ren seemed eager to leave, and Strade followed him soon after. As they climbed the stairs and shut the door, I felt numb, like another dusty tool, forgotten in this basement. I sighed and leaned against my familiar pole. Well, shoot, we're not gonna talk about that? There's not gonna be any follow-up to that? Alright. What if I just stay out of it? What if I just don't say anything? I kept my head down, trying to avoid attracting Strade's attention.
It's okay, I understand. Espoir is so cute, I don't want to stay away either. Right? I guess. And it might be my fault too. I've been neglecting you.
Hey, you leave the baby boy alone.
No, I have, and I know how frustrated you can get. Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you have a go with Espoir?
We just did that! Alright. No more Miss Nice Gal, even though I never started with Miss Nice Gal. I'm gonna make him pay for everything he did to me. I tried to imagine him with fear in his eyes. With a pang of frustration, I realized I couldn't. Doesn't matter. I'll find out. You hear that, Fluffer? I knew that no one could hear my thoughts. I didn't care. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna get you. Now that I was letting it out, the rage bubbled up inside me. I screamed wordlessly at the ceiling. As soon as silence fell again, I felt a spike of fear. Would he come back down? I listened and waited, but it seems he wouldn't. I let out a defeated sigh. I have to do something. I have to find some way out of here. I won't last much longer. My body wouldn't answer the desperation of my mind. I couldn't even seem to keep my head up. I sighed and surrendered to sleep. Sure do hope that I don't wake up to a baby. A baby! Alright, this is night 2. Ren just told me where the painkillers are. I got the knife. I ate the sandwich. I'm gonna steal his zip ties. A bag of zip ties. Maybe these could actually come in handy. Take them. Might as well gather as many tools as possible. I took a few ties from the bag. I still say we find the tape and hide that somewhere. And now, I'm gonna do a pro gamer move. I stepped over to the drain in the middle of the floor. Then I bent down, wincing as my knees ached. I pulled the cover off the drain. Oh wait, I think there's an achievement for taking too many pills. Was there an achievement? I could have sworn I saw an achievement for that. I withdrew the bottle of painkillers that Ren showed me earlier. It was hard to read the label in the dark, but I eventually made out the words, extra strength. It says I should only take one. That's for normal circumstances, though, not torture. I've been tortured with it an inch of my life. Yeah, ibuprofen for breakfast. I took another pill into my hand and popped it into my mouth. I swallowed it and closed the pill bottle. Always read the warnings and directions on your medicines and pill bottles. Always. Always. And, don't take grapefruit with allergy medicine. It should be fine. It was most certainly not fine. I put the grate back over the drain. The painkillers I took started to work. I relaxed as the pain of my injuries died down. But a few minutes later, I started feeling sick to my stomach. Oh yeah, and I didn't even eat no food. I squirmed uncomfortably. I should have listened to the label. Yeah, you should have listened to the label. Eventually, I managed to fall into a fitful sleep. Oh no, is the Hat Man gonna come? Please don't be the Hat Man. Alright, it's not the Hat Man. The Hat Man's not gonna come and say he wants the money I owe him. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide the knife and zip ties in the pipe. I tucked the zip ties into the drain and carefully balanced the knife over the drain pipe. I felt more relaxed with them both out of sight. I put the grate back over the drain. Nice! Pro gamer move! Oh yeah, and then we check out this room on the right. I had never seen it used. I know the stairs are how I got in, so it's probably not going to help me escape, but I turned the handle, half expecting it to be locked, but it clicked open. It's so dark in here. I fumbled for a light switch for a moment before finding it. That's a little better. A computer desk and a very well-used couch. I walked into the room and the door closed behind me. In a moment of panic, I hurriedly examined the door, but it was just a simple drop latch lock on the inside with me. Is this like Strade's room? Is this like his little computer office? What a nerd. I sighed in relief. I turned my attention back into the room. Aside from the old couch, there were piles of filming equipment, and of course a computer desk. The computer. I moved as quickly as my injured legs would allow and sat in the desk chair. I tapped at the keyboard, willing the computer to wake up. Oh yeah, do we ever find a thing for that? There. My heart dropped at the sight of a login screen. No, please. I looked around myself, hoping for a password written on paper. But there was nothing. Why am I so unlucky? I wonder if we'll ever find it. I dropped my head to the desk, and I guess I can't connect to the internet or call for help. I sank back into the chair in defeat. I guess I better go back. Ooh, okay, so now that I've thoroughly got my little fingies cut off, he knows that the tape was loose, but he doesn't know that I got a knife in the drain. Ha 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 ha! Thank you, Ren. I looked at the drain on the floor. I stretched my foot out and tried to push the grate off. It took several tries, but eventually I was able to push the grate aside. I felt around with my toes in the dark drain. The only thing I could reach was the hilt of the knife, and I could cut off the tape. I bit my lip and pushed it against the edge of the drain. I used all of my will to prevent myself from shaking as the knife slowly emerged from the drain. With a small clatter and my heart pounding in my ears, the knife slid out onto the floor. Okay, it's out. I just need to get it over to my hands. I pulled the knife towards my thighs easily. I breathed and took a moment to bask in my partial success by maybe laughing maniacally very quietly. Then I started shuffling, moving my butt to try to get the knife closer to the pole. I started aching and sweating, but I wasn't about to give up. Bit by bit, the knife got closer to my hands, until finally, with a rush of excitement, my fingers grazed the side of the blade. I quickly shuffled and grasped the knife, then held it against my tape. It was clumsy, and my skin didn't escape totally wound-free, but eventually the tape was severed. Ha! Everybody's in trouble now! I pulled my wounded hand in close to my chest. Seeing my 2 finger stumps wrapped in clean bandages tempered my excitement, but I knew I had work to do. With some effort, I shakily stood up. I crossed the floor to the drain and pulled out the zip ties I hid earlier as well. Oh yeah, these might come in handy. Then I pushed the grate back over. Now I know at some point it said I heard snoring from this room over here. Let me just save in case I mess this up. Knock, knock. Housekeeping. I approached the door on my right. Another long snore emerged from within. He's definitely in there. I gingerly touched the knob. I have to do this. I twisted. But it was locked! Dang it! I've never been more mad in my life. My jaw clenched in frustration for a moment, but then I remembered. The latch on the inside. I took a deep breath and slipped the blade of my knife into the crack of the door. How very resourceful me! Then I lifted, slowly, carefully, menacingly. I felt the resistance of the latch and pushed it upwards. Then, once I was sure it was out of the lock, I twisted the knob and pulled. The door opened. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh dear, no! Espoir's going to that sick place. And there he was. Oh, the precious little angel. Look at him sweeping. He doesn't even know what's about to happen to him. Fast asleep on the couch, I stalked, silent as the grave, and stopped next to the couch, hovering over his sleeping form. Use the zip ties, use the knife. Oh dear, choices. Yeah, I think I've earned this. Use the zip ties. His wrists were right there. I looked at the ties I was carrying, suddenly as precious as diamonds. He probably has the superhuman strength to break out of those. I just have to be fast. Then he won't be able to do anything. I mentally made a map of the quickest way to do it. I didn't want to move. I was scared to touch him. Another snore sent me the message I needed to hear. This opportunity won't last. I forced my body into action. I grabbed his wrists and held them together. I slipped the tie under his wrists and pushed the end through the hole with desperate precision. I pulled it tight, and his body jerked. I quickly wrapped another one around his wrists and pulled it tight while he was still waking up. Hey, sugar! Ugh. He immediately tried to pull his wrists apart. Oh, having some problems? What's the matter?
Oh, Fluff! Stop! No.
Oh, yes. His whole body suddenly thrashed.
Spring dich fick! I'll fluffing kill you!
Gonna have to catch me first. And I've got a knife. And I'm gonna stab you. Yeah. What now, Strade? You was talking all that good stuff, but now look, you've got a knife in your neck. I brandished the knife and held it to his throat. He recognized my threat, yet he still twitched, slicing himself slightly on the blade. I looked down to check if my ties still held strong. I would triple up some of those zip ties. And I saw blood. Ugh. He pulled so hard he cut himself on the plastic.
Okay. Just, I will let you go. Cut the ties and I'll let you go.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no,
Man! His voice wavered. I expected him to be scared, but this was different. He kept jerking and twisting, as if the ties were burning him. He suddenly arched his back and yelled like an animal.
I'll let you go!
No, you won't. I jabbed the knife back up to his neck. Shut up for a second! He was shaking and sweating, as he should be. What, you can't handle a little taste of your own medicine? I flicked the knife under his chin, but he barely paid it any attention. It was the ties that seemed to bother him. I just sit down with a therapist chair. Tell me about your past, Strade. How does this make you feel? Unless... Is it possible that maybe someone did to Strade the same thing that he's doing to Ren, and he's also completing some kind of cycle? And he has PTSD from being tied up. But then again, I don't care. You've tortured me for like 3 games. Yes, I am including the price of flesh. You're still there in spirit. As I grew colder, I'm gonna have a word with whoever him is. I'm dying, aren't I? Seen this picture before. Is that Strade? Is that Mick freaking Strade? You mean I'm gonna have to spend my eternity of whatever with you? Put me back in. Put me back in the desert. More words that I can't understand. How dare you ascend to demonhood? It was the ties that seemed to bother him. An incredulous scoff escaped me. You can't take being tied up? Come on, Strade, I figured you'd love this. You'd love being submissed. Ugh. He's gonna break those, isn't he? Is he gonna come at me? Is he gonna tear off his own hands to get me? He clenched his jaw, and his muscles jumped, injuring himself again on the bonds. It was clear as a confession to me. He never was very good at hiding his feelings. I couldn't help but laugh. It was a strained sound. I can't believe it. Kill him? Spare him? Spare him? You should spare him, Espoir. After all, you know he's not lying. Maybe he'll even let you go. No, kill him. That guy's a butt. You know all the stuff that he's put you through. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Now's your chance. Kill him! I'll let fate decide. Fate has chosen. I plunged the knife into his chest. I watched his body tense against the bonds, and his jaw widen in a silent scream. He finally stopped pulling at the ties and stared at me. He moved his mouth. I instinctively leaned forward. He seemed like he was trying to talk. But all I heard was a rasping wheeze. Be hilarious if I leant down and he very quietly into my ear said, "You mad, bro?" I couldn't seem to move. I just watched him. He wasn't moving anymore either. We were frozen in this moment together, like a photograph, until a thought dripped into my mind. I'm not here with him. I'm not here with anybody. This is a dead body. The realization shook my body free from its stasis. I stepped back, once, twice, but I couldn't get out of this basement by myself. My frantic gaze scanned all over him, but his boxers didn't seem to have anything in the pockets. What? What? Oh, that would suck if I'm down here and then I have to eat him for survival. I widened my search and started looking around him. There, on a table next to the couch was a pile of objects, an empty glass, a weird remote, and a set of keys. I quickly snatched the keys, then after some consideration took the remote as well. It had a switch, a button, and what looked like a scroll wheel. Flicking the switch lit up the tiny display and showed a number. 4.3. I moved the wheel and the number changed. Ugh! It went up to 10. My finger hovered over the button. No. Then I thought better of it and turned the switch off. I'm getting distracted. I need to get the fluff out of here. I fled the dark room and hobbled up the staircase as quickly as my injuries would allow. Oh yeah, I'm all messed up. I fumbled with the keys for a moment before calming myself down. He's not coming back. I tried a few keys until one fit the lock and turned. I stepped into a dark house. Like any other middle-class suburban house, even the decor was painfully average. Something about that upset me. But I pushed it down and moved forward. I easily found the unguarded door. I thought for a moment about Ren. I sighed and pushed the door open. Ren can take care of himself now. I stepped outside into the night and felt a breeze on my face. I walked down the road, injured and in my underwear. Eventually, the sun stained the red sky. A passing motorist saw me and stopped. They took me to a gas station. I was going home. Bloody hands. You lived, and your hands are bloody. That's okay. That's okay. It's like in the immortal words of Agent J, don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
My attitude is, don't start nothing, won't be nothing.
He shouldn't have been messing with me. Now, before I zip tie him up, what if I use the knife before he's all zip tied? I don't think that's gonna end well. I felt the reassuring weight of the knife in my good hand. This is it. This ends now. Wait, no, we're gonna do it. I plunged the knife into his chest. An explosion of movement happened between us both, with him jolting awake and me jumping back. Darkness, confusion, and noise twisted around me until I was thrown to the floor. Ah! Ooh, hey, buddy. You seem upset.
You are...
Screenshot. His angry scream became a cough. I was frozen in shock. He was supposed to die. I looked down at the hilt of the knife sticking out of him. His hands wrapped around my throat as I thrashed beneath him. Get off! He choked again, and blood splattered all over my face. Ew! I bucked against him and scratched at his arms. Go for the eyes! My severed finger stumps slid uselessly off his bulging muscles. Espoir, now is not the time. Now is not the time to be expressing his bulging muscles. His hands snaked up from my neck to the sides of my head. I kicked, hitting his legs and groin, but even that didn't stop him. He lurched and coughed more blood on me, but his hands stayed on my head. His thumbs found my eyes. Oh, come on! I screamed as they pushed into my sockets, crushing my eyes. Gosh dang it! He said... This man really said, I hope you can enjoy the victory with no friggin' eyes. Rude. Pain exploded from my head, and I could no longer tell if the liquid covering my face was from me or him. I was screaming, and he was coughing and growling. Ugh! Then, in one swift motion, he twisted my head to the side. Oh yeah. Dang it. I felt the sharp snap, then the crush of his body landing on top of mine. Then I felt nothing at all, except a serene sense of ah ha ha ha. Dang it, another draw. You struck first, but not last. Alright, no, it's fine, no, it's fine. What if I lose that QuickTime event? I don't think that's gonna work. I stood there, knife dangling over his snoring body. My hand shook. Why? Why, after everything, can't I... The snoring stopped. Hey, buddy! Have a good snooze? His eyes were open. His hand shot out and grabbed my wrist. Oh, he's all sleepy. I gasped as the knife clattered to the floor. Wait, no, I wasn't...
No, you weren't.
His voice was sluggish, like he was still waking up. Screenshot. He slowly stood up, holding my wrists the entire time. I winced as his grip got tighter and tighter. Strade, please, I wasn't gonna kill you this time.
How did you slip out of that tape?
My mouth was too dry to speak. He looked at the knife on the floor, and back to me.
I guess it's too risky to keep you.
No, wait! That just means I'm more fun! Come on! He dragged me by the wrist into the basement. I pulled and clawed at him, but I was still too weak. He tossed me towards my usual spot, and I stumbled, falling right onto it. I didn't have the strength to fight anymore, and I knew, in my current state, I didn't stand a chance against him anyway. I stared at the floor listlessly as he rummaged in his cabinets. Soon, he returned to me with duct tape, a handful of other items, and a jug of liquid. He lifted my and matches, too. He lifted my wrists and taped them together in front of me. No pole this time. He pulled out more tape, bent down and taped around my thighs and calves, binding me in a forced kneeling position. Even with all of this, it was his silence that bothered me most. Yeah, he's not quipping, he's like Spider-Man. When Spider-Man stops making jokes, that's when someone's gonna die. He'd never been so quiet before. Hey, I figured you'd be impressed. From his small collection of objects, he pulled out a cigar. The silence stretched wider and wider as he used a knife to cut the tip. Then, right before he seemed to be about to light it, he stopped. He set the cigar down. So... The words spread through the silence like a crack on dark glass.
I really loved our time together. I feel like I really got to know you.
I pulled at the tape, finding no give at all.
And I want you to know I will never forget you.
Fear coursed through my body like shockwaves. None of his threats or cruel jokes ever felt like this. This feels like a goodbye. Exactly. This was a goodbye.
But don't worry.
Ah! He approached me with a collar. Screenshot! No, it was a gag. I know what it was.
I'm going to make our last time very special.
He pulled it around my head, forcing the metal ring between my jaws, and fastened it. My mouth was pried wide open. He picked up the jug. I tried to protest, but of course all I could manage was, "Ah!" While my participation seemed to please him, it didn't stop him. He twisted the cap from the jug and tilted it over me. Oh, for a second I thought he was just gonna put it in my mouth, but I ducked as liquid oozed over my head.
No, come on. Don't be like that.
He stepped behind me and gripped the back of the ring gag. Oh! He pulled down, forcing me to look straight up. Ah! Okay, yeah. You never failed to disappoint me, Strade. Then he poured again, this time into my open mouth. Would that even work? Would that even do anything? I coughed and gagged on the thick, slippery liquid. It poured from my mouth all over my body, coating my torso, arms, and legs. Finally, he released my head, and I curled forward, retching as the contents of my mouth spilled onto my lap. With the way it tasted and smelled, and the way it coated my body, I could pretty safely assume what it was. I knew what it was the second he pulled up. Oil. I barely managed to catch my breath, but he was already shoving himself up to my face. Shoving what in my face? Editor May? Editor Espoir? Editor Espoir? Yeah, you know. Yeah, adult Patreon, yeah. It's gonna get weird. It's gonna get weird.
Few inches later.
I knew what was next was worse. I curled in on myself, as small as my forced kneeling position would allow. Ah, and then he's gonna do it all smugly with a cigar. He let out a long, contented sigh and turned back to me, cigar once again in hand. You know, I could have stabbed you. But I didn't.
Perfect.
A flick of a lighter.
You were absolutely perfect.
The end of his cigar glowed with the promise of heck. He blew an eye-watering cloud over my whimpering face. Now that's Derek levels of douchebaggery. You never go full Derek. I knew by now that screaming and begging were useless, even without this gag. War schon mit uns beten? What? In one smooth, ceremonial motion, he pressed the burning end of his cigar into my exposed tongue. Wow, you're mean! I cried out around it as it burnt my tongue, but the tendrils of flame erupted from my mouth, snaking over my body, carried by the oil. Oh! For one dazzling moment, the world was all warmth and dancing light. Ah! Then it was pain. Ow! I screamed in earnest as my skin began to burn. Flame and agony consumed my body, and I screamed until I couldn't. Screenshot! The last thing I saw was him watching me, breathing in the smoke from my body and his cigar. He looks like the devil from the Bible right here. Watching me burn. My flesh burned long after my eyes stopped seeing. until finally, mercifully, my world went dark. He lit you up. He sure did. With the joke's on you, I got one more ace up my sleeve. What if I spare him? Don't make me regret this, Strade. This is gonna make me decide how much I like you, Strade. What are you gonna do if I spare you? I thought about hurting him, and part of me wanted to. In fact, a big part of me wanted to. A very, very big part of me wanted to. But I just couldn't. No, I could. It's just, I choose not to. I choose to be the bigger person this time. I don't think I can do that to someone. Not even him. I gripped the handle of the knife for comfort, for protection, but not for malice. All right, Strade. I'm gonna leave, and you're gonna lie here. Basement's locked. I huffed in frustration and tilted the knife again. I'm just telling you to take the keys on the table. My eyes flickered to the table on the couch. There was a set of keys, just like he said. There was also a weird little metal remote with a red light. I snatched both. Strade seemed to have calmed down slightly. You really won't kill me. It'd be hilarious if we could get a collar on him. Ooh, if we could put a collar on him. Actually, he'd probably just fight through it. His voice carried a mix of fear and incredulity. I looked back towards him, searching for something to say. But then I decided I didn't have anything more to say to him. I should have said, "See you later, loser!" I walked out of the small dark room and made my way up the staircase as quickly as my wounds would allow. I pulled out the key as he started yelling from behind me. What do you want? Dude, can't you see I'm escaping? At first I didn't care, but then I realized what he was shouting. Oh no! Is Ren coming in with the steel chair? Oh no! Ren! He was screaming the name over and over and thumping at a wall somehow. I jammed a key in the lock. Wrong. His screaming continued. Another one. Wrong. I started to hear other sounds in the house. Flufferdoodles! I finally managed to find a key that went into the lock and turned. Hey, sweetie pumpkin, baby boy, Ren pie, angel kisses. The door swung open. What are you doing? Nothing. I was doing nothing. Ren, he's tied up. We can get out of here. What? Really? He looked to the side, flicking his focus to the hallway. My collar. Ren! He's tied up. He can't do anything. Don't let Espoir get out! Ren, you don't have to listen to him. We can both get out of here. We could hold hands. We could go off into the sunset. I will give you so many anime pizza parties, and you can have all the chicken hearts you want to eat, as long as I get the chicken liver so I can fry them up. I'm sorry. Ren, no! The red light on his collar caught my eye. I pulled out the remote and flicked the switch on it. Oh yeah! Seeing the remote snapped whatever composure Ren had left. No! I don't want to hurt the baby boy! His clawed hands wait, hold on. I should probably save there. That would be smart. That would be brilliant. His clawed hands slammed into my chest. It's okay! Clunk. Ow, my bones! I could see, but I couldn't breathe. My lungs refused to allow any air to enter. As I tried to lift my head, the pain hit me in a devastating shockwave. I couldn't tell if I had broken anything or not. My lungs finally permitted a broken and shuddering inhale. I sucked in air that felt like mustard gas. Then I heard 2 sets of footsteps approaching me. Good job, Ren. I could hear him begin to rummage through cabinets. Are you going to kill Espoir? Ah, dang it! I watched him place a collection of objects on the floor. He lifted my wrists and started taping them in front of me. He ignored Ren as he pulled the tape as tight as he possibly could, cutting off my circulation. I whimpered at the sting of the cruelly tightened tape. The message was clear. This was payback. Strade, I thought you wanted me to struggle and get the upper hand on you. I thought you wanted me to fight back. He pulled out more tape, bent down and taped around my thighs and calves. I was bound into a kneeling position, completely unable to move. What? We were just having a little fun, right, Ren? Right? From his small collection of objects, he pulled out a cigar. The silence stretched wider and wider as he used a knife to cut the tip.
Yes, Ren.
I thought the heart was a rainbow for a second. No, that was all of it draining out.
I'm going to kill Espoir.
I heard Ren shuffling towards the base of the staircase. He set the cigar down without lighting it.
You're not going anywhere.
I heard Ren freeze.
I wonder how Espoir got those ties and that knife. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you, Ren?
You leave the baby boy out of this. He did nothing.
You can stay right there.
Ren, watch. No, not Ren, watch.
And you can watch.
Okay. As much as I wanted to stay quiet, a miserable groan of pain and fear escaped me. Oh yeah, I got pushed down the stairs again.
Let's get started.
He let out a long, low breath before taking his cigar again.
It wasn't all bad, I guess.
Oh, he's extra mad. He's extra mad here. A flick of a lighter.
You were still fun.
The end of his cigar glowed with the promise of heck. He blew an eye-watering cloud over my whimpering face. I knew by now that screaming and begging were useless, even without this gag and cute little Ren standing there.
Goodbye, Espoir.
Flame and agony consumed my body, and I screamed until I couldn't. I could hear Ren coughing. You get this smoke away from the baby boy! And I knew he was watching me, breathing in the smoke, just watching me burn. Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. But it's alright. I'm used to the way that I get game overs. He lit you up, and Ren watched. Lovely. Alright, Ren. Wait, I gotta shot. Whoa, oh, shoot, wait, that's actually really hard. Oh no, okay, Ren. That's the first struggle bar that's actually challenging. Alright. Who do you think you are? Oh shoot, this is really hard. This is actually really hard. Oh dang. Ah! No! Dang it! Oh my gosh! Why is this so hard? It's really hard! Oh, I could use the... Yeah, I could use the space button. Alright, no, I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have that last one, because now that I know I can use the space bar, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. I can double finger on you. Oh dang, that was way too easy. Gee, maybe I shouldn't have been using the mouse. I slammed the button, and Ren immediately froze in place. I'm sorry! I didn't wait. I pushed him to the side and ran to the direction he looked before. I ran through a hallway, to a door, and pulled it open. I saw the night sky. I heard a groan of pain behind me. After a short moment of consideration, I threw the remote back into the house towards Ren. Then I ran outside. Clean hands! Yay, I didn't kill nobody, and I'm free! Whoa! Yeah! Did we do it? Dang it! But now we have Strady Poo at our mercy, and we're gonna torture him a little bit. I raked the blade of the knife up his face, watching his reaction. Aww, what's the matter? You don't like this? He didn't scream or cry, but he definitely shook and breathed harder. Truth be told, if I was in this situation and I got out, I would gloat. I would be such a troll. And then whatever's about to happen to me probably will happen, because I don't think this is going to end well. But still, I may lose Strade, but you don't realize I've won the war. How many people did you do this to, I wonder? He clenched his jaw, then answered.
Plenty.
I want an exact number, baby cakes. So, you know you deserve this. This time it was him laughing, but it wasn't a laugh I'd heard before. It was dry and bitter.
Sure, if you believe in deserving.
Ah! Your turn. I slammed the knife through his bicep. Ooh. This time he screamed, and I relished it. Let me get a voice recorder so I can just listen to this when I'm in the bathtub having a bubble bath. I watched his body sweat and his wrists tug again and again against the sharp plastic. I kept my grip on the knife. Twist. Ugh. Ask him what he meant. Twist the knife. What do you mean? What the fluff are you talking about? Huh? Believing and deserving.
Oh, ha. Deserving is made up. People say deserving or karma, justice. It's all imaginary.
I moved the knife slightly and watched him groan in pain, but it didn't stop him from continuing.
People want things to be fair so badly, but it's just random chaos. Justice isn't real.
Is that so? I twisted the knife and tore his flesh apart. Justice is real if I make it real. Yeah. Uh-oh. I was interrupted by a light flashing on the other side of the room. Lay what? Are you making a game? Are you making a Ren pie? What do you mean upload complete? I looked towards the light and saw his computer had woken up. A little pop-up read, upload complete. What's this?
Why don't you watch it and find out?
I searched the screen, trying not to get lost in the multiple windows full of file lists and code. What is this? I saw a video file on the desktop. Ooh. Feb Anna Gutting. Ooh.
That's it?
I ground my teeth. It didn't take a rocket scientist to guess what was in that file. I thought about ignoring him and leaving it, but then I got a better idea. Okay, Strade. Let's watch it. Oh. I clicked the file and the video started. I instantly recognized the basement, but in my usual spot there was someone else. It was a woman. She had dark hair and a softer build. Like me, she was in nothing but underwear. But the details I noticed the most were her injuries. Fresh stitches and bloody bandages adorned her. One bandage was over half of her face, covering what I could only assume was a missing eye. She was shaking and crying, and begging to be let go. I gulped and almost turned away. This feels like a distraction! No, she's already dead, and I'm going to watch this. I gripped the hilt of my knife as if to choke it. This can be for her as much as it is for me. Strade walked confidently into the shot. He was wearing almost the same outfit, except this time a bulky mask covered his head. You ain't got no other clothes, sir? Is that the only outfit you have? I bet it smells. Bet you don't wash your clothes. He spent some time showing off his captive.
She was so pretty.
Prettier than me? Shut up. There. It was the moment in the video I was waiting for. Strade had taken out his knife and cut a shallow line across Anna's belly. Ooh, am I going to do the same thing to him? I paused the video and turned to Strade.
Too much for you, huh?
No. I could feel myself grinning wildly at him. Go get him! I'm gonna get him! One step at a time, buddy. I pushed his arms out of the way and pointed my knife at his belly. Then, with great concentration, I started a shallow cut on him. He struggled and hissed in pain, but it was fairly easy to continue the cut. Once it was done, I admired my handiwork. Blood started to trickle from him in rivulets. He was quiet, confused. I went back to the computer and hit play. The Strade in the video was talking, but I wasn't listening. I was only watching, waiting.
Wait! No, wait!
His voice was suddenly filled with panic. The real Strade was bargaining and begging behind me now. He must have figured out what I was doing. I ignored him as I watched. Strade pulled Anna's tongue out and held his knife up to it.
Ren!
Screams erupted all around me. I just remembered, I'm gloating and stuff, but I just remembered what this ending's called. Screams erupted all around me. Anna screamed in agony. The digital Strade. Anna screamed in agony. The digital Strade screaming with her. Strade in the flesh screamed behind me as well, but it wasn't his usual bizarre echo of his victim's feelings. His scream was his own, for once. Strade lifted his bound legs and kicked at the wall before screaming for Ren again. I paused the video.
Ren!
Looks like I'm gonna have to get that tongue. Ren is not going to... I heard a bang at the door, leading down the stairs. Just give me 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes, Ren. 5 minutes, please. A click, followed by fast, light footsteps, made me freeze in place. Hi, Ren. Don't mind us. We're just playing. We're having an exchange. We're just playing. Screenshot. Ren burst through the door.
What the fluff? Kill Espoir!
You don't have to do anything. Just go back upstairs and this'll be over.
Ren, my fox, help me.
Is this your canon moment that leads you to become a fox? Sweetie, ah! Oh man. A flash of teeth and claws. He tackled me to the ground before I even registered what happened. I searched frantically for my knife. My search was cut short as claws tore through my abdomen. He wasn't the person who helped me before. This was an animal. I screamed as he slashed through my flesh again. His hand shot out and clamped over my throat, cutting the scream short. I fought frantically, my mind screaming nothing but survival, like prey. His claws sank into my neck as he tore into me with the other hand. Ooh! He tore me open, spilling my blood and everything and my gosh darn roast beef sandwiches that I stole from Strade. Soon, all I could do was twitch on the floor as he tore my body apart. You died. You were torn to shreds. Well, you know what? That don't matter. 'Cause I still won. You may have won the battle. You may have won the match. But I've won the WrestleMania. 21 out of 21 endings. Ha! I only died 42 times.
And there you have it, folks. It took hours. It was a grueling battle, but Espoir technically came out on top.
That's 21 out of 21, but we ain't done.
That's right, it's not over. It's not over at all.
And a special shout out to our Parterre YouTube channel member, Eve, Adam's wife. Thank you so much for the support.